Years that an atom was discovered by Democritus, they noted that an atom came from the word atomos, which means to say indivisible. They have noticed that this atom that time cannot be divided, but apparently the revolutionary idea or scientific idea evolved all throughout the times. They looked at this atom composed of different subatomic particles. Okay, so at present we have different subatomic particles, but for the discussion only, we're going to discuss the three subatomic particles, and they are the electron, proton, and neutron. So these three subatomic particles can be looked upon with the classical idea or classical representation of an atom. So in our textbook, we always see this type of illustration. Yeah. This type of illustration, right? Particularly when we are in the chemistry books. Okay, so this type or electron cloud representation of an atom, wherein we can look the different, or we can find out the different subatomic particles. An electron is a subatomic particle that encircle the orbital. And so this is our electron. So this is our electron, and this is our electron. And inside the nucleus of an atom, here, inside the nucleus of an atom, we can find out the proton and also the neutron. It is very important for us to identify their charges. All throughout the series of discussion, we notice that electron is a negative charge, proton is positive charge, while neutron is uncharged. And throughout the representation, electron can be represented by E with a negative sign, P which is a positive sign, and N which is no charge. Okay, so this is a very important illustration. A nucleus is a positive part because it makes a nucleus makes positive because of the proton. And since neutron have no charge, it doesn't affect at all. So proton is inside the nucleus. Likewise, when we looked up into our periodic table, let me open the laptop first because I didn't memorize the periodic table. So let's try to find out for some elements. Okay, example elements, I mean. Okay, so hydrogen, helium, lithium. Let's look for example of a lithium. Yan. So lithium in periodic table is 3, right? This is what we call the atomic number. I would like to look for the atomic mass of the lithium. A short while. And this is what we call the element symbol. Right. Element symbol. Okay. So look up with the lithium. Okay, lithium. Lithium is a chemical element which has 6.94. 6.94, right? So this is 6.94. This is the atomic mass, right? What is the difference between atomic number and atomic mass? Okay. So ano pinagkaiba ng dalawa? Atomic number and atomic mass. In a certain diagram, we have noticed that electron encircle the orbital. Okay? So, atomic number is equal to the number of electron. So if this is a lithium, let's put it in this side, that this is a lithium. It composed of 3 electrons. Yan. So lithium, because atomic number, remember our formula, atomic number is equal to, is equal to the number of electron. Likewise, the same notion, if we are in a stable, stable atom which is not reactive, the number of electron is also equal to the number of proton. Because proton, remember that proton gives the identity of an element. Okay? So sir, what if I change the number of proton? For example, for a while I will look for periodic table here. Okay. For example, I change the number of proton into 4. If we have 3 here, I will make it 4. It will no longer be a lithium. It will be a beryllium. Right? It will be a beryllium because the number of proton is always equal to the number of atomic number as well. Okay? So, equal siya sa electron, equal siya sa proton. Since number of electrons equals to the number of proton, the atomic number is always equal also to the number of proton. So let's put it in a summary. Okay? So on the other half, we can say that atomic number equal to number of electron equal to number of proton. So sir, meaning to say, if you try to round up the 6.94 into 7, this is what we call the atomic mass. What gives the mass of an atom, sir? The mass of an atom can be calculated by atomic mass is equal to the number of proton added to the number of neutron. So, meaning to say, the subatomic particles which inside the nucleus give the mass or give the mass of a certain atom. Yes. If we try to add the number of proton and the number of neutron, it gives us the value of atomic mass. Okay? Let's say for an example. Okay. So let's calculate the atomic mass of lithium. Right? So let's try to calculate them. Okay, let's calculate the number of atomic mass for lithium. And we are for lithium, right? So for lithium, we can say that atomic number is equal to 3. So electron is always equal to 3 as well. Proton is also 3. How about neutron? What will be the number of neutron? So if we are looking for the number of neutron, we know that the atomic mass is 6.94, right? So atomic mass, sabi natin dito sa ating formula, check this one. We says in our formula that the atomic mass is equal to the number of proton plus number of neutron. Given yung ating atomic mass, which is 6.94, is equal to the number of proton, which is 3. And we are looking for the value of neutron. So all we need is to subtract, right? So neutron is equal to 6.94 minus 3. Thereafter, the number of neutron is equal to 3.94. Okay? And the atomic mass of lithium is equal to 6.94. Because if we add 3 and 3.94, that is equivalent to 6.94. Is that easy? Okay. Let's try another example. Okay. For example, I will give the manganese. Yan, let's try to look for this manganese. So manganese, oxygen na lang para hindi masyadong malayo. Okay, let's try for oxygen. Yan. In periodic table, oxygen has 8 and 16. Right? So we all know that the electron is 8, proton is equal to 8, atomic number is equal to 8 as well, atomic mass is equal to 16. Now, what will be the value of neutron? We only need to subtract the value of atomic mass to the value of proton. Right? So thereafter, 16 minus 8, the answer is 8. So we all need to, in this, to sum up, we all need to know that it's a very important for us to be particular with its shape. What gives the mass of an atom are the two subatomic particles which are inside the nucleus, and they are the proton and neutron. While outside, which encircle and share and create a what we call bonding to another atom, is what we call electrons. Right? Electrons determine also the number of protons when it is in a stable form or ground state. Okay? When the electron is in the ground state. Meaning to say, the atom is neutral. Because there are times that we can say that oxygen, -1, they become ions. Because they have charges. Meaning to say, when they have charges, either they share an electron or they transfer an electron. Okay? So that would be all, and thank you.